there's in fact a lot of benefit to being human, and
there is,
as opposed to being AI. And we're going to touch on what we have found are the elements in which AI just cannot replace. You know, although you can kind of use ChatGPT at times or AI at times to be able to, you know, spitball ideas or brainstorm or make your ideas better sometimes, you always want to make sure that you're exercising creativity, because it's across everything that you do. You can't lose that skill as a marketer. Exactly. So even when you are working with AI, it's kind of almost limited by your imagination in a way.
Yep.
So if you're giving bad prompts because you're not exercising that muscle and thinking about that stuff on your own, then that's what you're actually going to 100%. See in output.
Exactly. Welcome to the Marketing Mentors podcast, brought to you by Red Pandas Digital. I am Tasha, joined by, of course, the one and only lovely Linda.
Hi, guys.
That's all?
That's it.
It's like, hi, guys. I'm really excited to talk about what we're talking about today. AI is obviously like the hottest, most trending topic for marketers, you know, for the last 2 years, and probably will continue to be for the next 2 years. But in this episode, we want to talk to you about 5 ways as a marketer. And to be fair, if you're in like a performance-based industry, you can digital performance-based industry, you can use these tips. But 5 ways you can become indispensable.
What did you say? Dispensable? Is that what you said? No, 5 ways you could lose your job. No, we're going to have a more positive podcast today.
5 ways that you can become indispensable as a marketer with AI.
Nice. I think it's important to have this conversation as well, because there's a lot of people that still out there fear AI or don't know their role when it comes to AI. How much does AI do? How much do I do as a human? You might be in a certain industry within marketing where you might have higher fear than others. But there's in fact a lot of benefit to being human. And
there is,
as opposed to being AI. And we're going to touch on what we have found are the elements in which AI just cannot replace.
From a marketing point of view.
From a marketing point of view. Yeah.
We are the marketing mentors.
AI can't eat your food.
No. Or give you other types of pleasures. But anyway, let's keep moving along. I like this one. So be the creative master. So when AI first came out, it definitely struggled with creativity. Like if you said to ChatGPT, like, oh, I want you to write me a creative piece of writing and here's a couple of prompts, probably wasn't very good. We learned that, you know, you got to prompt it well. And over time, I think,
with the advancements.
Exactly, with advancements and plugins and better prompting and all that type of stuff, it actually does have the power to be creative if you give it the right, I always say garbage in, garbage out. So if you give it good garbage, you're going to get good garbage back, right? Or if you're going to give it even better garbage, you're going to get even better stuff out. But I think what this tip really should be is you still need to have mastery of creativity. So however it is that you flex and exercise and work your creative muscles for yourself, you need to keep doing that.
You don't want to rely on AI for creativity and not work that muscle. Because as you know, like everything is a muscle, and the more that you exercise it, the more it'll grow.
Exactly.
So, you know, although you can kind of use ChatGPT at times or AI at times to be able to, you know, spitball ideas or brainstorm or make your ideas better sometimes, you always want to make sure that you're exercising creativity, because it's across everything that you do. You can't lose that skill as a marketer.
Exactly.
It's super important.
A great example I gave just before we started recording, I helped Moby out today with Inbound Buzz. And there was the featured buzz this week was Google's image generator Imagen 3. And it's out now. You can start using it. Just Google it. And it's not bad. It's definitely like a huge enhancement and advancement of Midjourney. But what we found whilst we were like demoing it is the first iteration of a prompt for an image, a much shorter prompt. It's succinct. It picks it up much quicker than what Midjourney used to, or still does. I don't know. I haven't used it for a while. And the image was pretty good, not going to lie. But then when you went back to the prompt to ask it to change it slightly because your creativity's taken over and now you want to see something in a different color, or you want to enhance something or make it smaller, it just shat itself. Like it didn't know what to do. It ruined the image completely.
Yeah,
so
right.
there's one, one interpretation of being a creative master.
Yeah.
AI can't do all the creativity for you. It actually physically can't.
You know what though? Even part of that example, T, shows creativity from the prompter in a way.
Yeah.
Because if you're not creative yourself, you might not then be able to give the right prompt to AI.
Yeah.
So even when you are working with AI, it's kind of almost limited by your imagination in a way.
Yeah.
So if you're giving bad prompts because you're not exercising that muscle and thinking about that stuff on your own, then that's what you're actually going to
100%.
see in output.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, AI doesn't have all the context that you have in this role. You know about your customers, you know about the current market, you know about your colleagues and the knowledge share that you have within your team. So you just want to make sure that you're always thinking about that and not just relying on AI who has this outside perspective of whatever's public online. Because you have your own context, you have your own insights and you don't want to lose that.
I just had this crazy idea. Like imagine if you created a bot and you literally like spent hours just uploading it with you. Kind of like how you got your ChatGPT to roast your Instagram feed. That's so funny. That's trending right now if you haven't done it yet. I haven't. I'm too scared to see what
I got
it
on it first though.
You did. Imagine you got this bot and you just uploaded it with everything you post, like as much information you could possibly give it, like from you, who you are, how old you are. I'm sure someone's done this, right? And you just create this bot that is you. And then you give it the challenges and things that you come up with your life, whatever. Like that's not the fun part.
You'd love a mini version of you, wouldn't you? Well, you've already got one.
That's insane. It's a whole nother thing. All right, moving on to number 2. So create emotionally intelligent content. This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I think it links very closely to creativity.
It does.
Because creativity is like pretty much just an extension of an emotion in a way, in my opinion. Like they're two things that go in together.
I think AI absolutely struggles when it comes to emotionally intelligent output. So something that we kind of live by is the story brand framework by Donald Miller. And you have to be really emotionally intelligent and understand your customers' pain points and what they care about really, really well in order to be able to follow the story brand framework.
Have you guys you've tried building a bot with this?
I've tried building a bot. I've tried getting it to start me off before I actually get into like creating a homepage wireframe, like getting it to spitball ideas. And it's just so unintelligent when it comes to emotional copy, in my opinion.
Okay.
It just can't do it well. And I've actually, like, if anyone's tried, then feel free to reach out. But like, I've never been able to get good story brand output from AI.
Yeah, interesting.
Where it's actually really emotional, because like great marketing campaigns are all about the emotion. They're all about the human connection and trust. And it's just impossible, right?
See, and like back to what I was just saying before, imagine you create a bot where you prime the crap out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't had enough time in this.
I don't know.
Like, I just don't know if you can. Like, you can say I want you to behave like this, and
because a bot doesn't live in the shoes of human at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So if you're trying
the
to
bot
get
hasn't suffered that loss.
Exactly. Like they haven't. If you know they haven't stepped in all the same. Like, you know what I mean?
They're not human. They're just not human.
So they don't really understand how painful something is for someone, what someone's frustration is like when they're trying to purchase something and they get through all these roadblocks. Like, it's just
keep coming to my mind of, Impact's roofing company example. And it's like how AI would just never be able to understand how painful it would be to have a hole in your roof. Like, you just don't know what it's like to have water coming through your roof because your roof is so crap.
All the things that affects in your life.
You can't, like, it's just unfathomable for a machine to understand, because it's such a complex human emotions web in a way. Yeah, interesting.
I mean, it can obviously go into forums and find people's conversations that they're having with others and things like that, but it's just never going to be the same as what you can bring to the table when it comes to creating emotionally intelligent campaigns.
Yeah, lived experience. Yeah. So spot on. So like that one was create emotionally intelligent content. Mm-hmm. I think just to, like, you said something before I really liked, which was like you'll still use ChatGPT to help ideate and give you structure and maybe just enhance some of the creative and ideas that you have.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you are the master of creative and you're the master of the emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
You can read something and know whether or not that's going to resonate well with a buyer or not.
I mean, if you're completely relying on AI to create a campaign that's going to stand out, well, good luck, because it's grabbing information from the rest of the internet.
Yep.
So it's already been done.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
They couldn't say it any better. All right. Number 3, become a trend expert. I love this one. This is really cool because, again, everything, like if it's not, I don't want to say if it's not trending, it's not going to work, but you need to be able to identify those trends, and marketers kind of do this already. I think natural marketers tend to be on the lookout for it, but even more so now.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk more to this one? Because I don't feel like I'm close enough to this like you are.
Well, my angle is a little bit boring, I think. But, I mean, you want to make yourself indispensable. You know that AI is on the scene and it is absolutely here to stay. So think about how you can be a bit of a thought leader with AI and be that person that keeps the business up to date on new trends with AI.
Oh, nice. It's
you know
not
what
boring.
I mean?
That's very interesting. What do you mean?
Well,
it's good.
It could be boring. Like it could be around like how AI has updated their privacy laws. It could be about, updating internal policies and procedures on how to be compliant and how to use AI. But if you're that person that's doing that and you naturally become that person and no one else is doing it,
this makes a
then
lot
the
of sense.
Business starts to rely on you then.
100%.
And you're that kind of conduit between AI and the business and the people working in the business. So
you truly make yourself indispensable. Yeah. Very, very good.
And I think we've all started to do that in our own departments naturally because we work in a digital marketing agency. Absolutely, though, I feel like Luca has really become that person and he's always updating our Slack channel when there's updates in ChatGPT specifically.
Yeah, he's done a great job with that. I do. When someone says like AI at Red Pandas, I do instantly think of Luca. Yeah, and I guess that's that emotional intelligence, if you will, that I've got towards Luca now in that role and what he brings to the table and to the business in what he does.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yep.
Okay, we got 2 more. Become an AI scientist.
There is something we might mention there actually because it's quite good, and Marcus Sheridan was talking about it.
Oh, yes.
But he was also talking about using self-service tools on your website.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
And how these do and can use AI. So like, for example, a pricing calculator on your website. So right now, he kind of mentioned that self-service tools on a website is pretty rare, but within the next few years, they're going to become a lot more prevalent. And I think he mentioned that he predicts 90% of websites will be utilizing some sort of pricing calculator specifically. So it's about, jumping on things early. So being a trend expert, jumping on it early and offering that type of tool on your website that maybe your competitors aren't offering.
Yeah, 100%.
To get ahead of the game.
And using AI to do that.
Yeah.
Right? I think we were literally talking to one of our clients a few months ago about this.
Yeah. So one of our clients, he actually, he's built a rebate calculator.
Yep.
Purely using AI to develop all the code and all the formulas he needs to be able to create that rebate.
Beautiful.
And so he's now just grabbed that embed code, given it to his developers, and they've chucked it on the website.
Yeah, crazy.
And this is something that would take hours and hours to be able to get the right formulas to give the right calculation at the end.
Yep.
He got AI to do all of it.
Probably within a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Like, and he's not a developer.
Yeah, exactly right. And to be fair, he's only really started to use ChatGPT recently and his team as well. But they're finding all these ways to get on top of trends, use it, cut down the time that it would take to do things.
That's a great case study.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. So I think right now, businesses in Australia, if you're not using AI, it's not going to be very hard for you to become a trend expert. Just start using AI. Like literally go to ChatGPT and start using it a little bit.
Yep.
And then the more you start to use it and the what you see the capabilities are, I think you will. Yeah, I agree with you. Website calculators are a great way. We obviously push those a lot with our coaching clients. Yeah. And like traditionally, like I remember when I worked for a childcare centre and we did our childcare rebate calculator and we had like a Microsoft Excel guru spend hours figuring that out in an Excel.
Yep.
No longer.
Yep.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I wonder if they've changed that.
Those Excels are actually so hectic. Like there's so much that goes into those formulas.
I don't want a bar of it. So
no thanks.
Yeah, no, I used to outsource that every time. But okay, cool. Can we go to scientists now?
Yeah.
You ready? Okay, cool.
Can we go to scientists
I'm going to give
now?
you permission. Become an AI scientist. So this sounds a lot sexier than probably what it is.
Maybe a bit geekier. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's so fine. I think for this one here is it's the idea of being ahead of and mastering AI-driven marketing tools.
Yeah.
Right? Remember, this is how a marketer can become indispensable in the age of AI. And for example, I'm a HubSpot expert here at Red Pandas.
Yeah.
And HubSpot earlier this year released Content Hub, and it is like absolutely what's the word I'm looking for?
Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing. No, I would say mind-blowing. It's not quite mind-blowing, but it's definitely like full. It's been sprinkled with AI all over it, and it's anywhere. It's like literally you're in the system and it's here, it's over here. It's a keyword, it's a brand voice, it's an idea for an email, it's an idea for a subject line, it's a split test of something. Like it's quite impressive how they've been able to just embed it into the software so that it feels very natural. It doesn't feel like you're getting slammed with ChatGPT, use it. It's just here, there.
Right.
So that's been really nice to see, and it's made HubSpot more invaluable to organizations. And then the HubSpot person using it is, or the marketer or whoever it is, they're on the AI trend. They're on the AI bandwagon because they're using AI, and their friend down in sales might not be, or wherever it might be. So I think it's being across marketing tools, and there's a shitload out there. You don't have to be across all of them, but just having your kind of fingers in the pies.
Yep. Love it.
For different AI-powered marketing tools.
Yeah.
And ones that will help your strategies at your organization.
Yeah. I think the point here is like we're looking at AI and we're saying, how can this make us better, faster, more efficient? Another way that we use AI to do that for us, so again, I'm going to mention Luca, is Luca will develop reports usually on how his content is performing. Yep. He now gets AI to he just spits all the data into AI, and he gets AI to develop the insights and then the recommendations. Another thing that he did recently, which I thought was amazing, was that he developed some Facebook ads. Yep. And he wanted to figure out how they were performing so he could optimize them. Okay. And he again exported the data, put it into ChatGPT, and got it to do the formulas to figure out what the watch time was for a video, at which percentage, and what the drop off at each different percentage is. So like 0 to 25 or 0 to 3%. 3 to 25, and then he'd just keep figuring that out.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, it's insane.
And that's how you make yourself indispensable, by like creating mind-blowing data and insights for your team, but doing it like that.
And that, I think that's the key. It's doing it like that, like in a couple of minutes. Yeah. You get the spreadsheets. Everyone can get spreadsheets. Everyone knows where to get spreadsheets of this data. I did it with our client, our team member satisfaction survey last quarter. Yeah. Everyone submitted their responses in the Google form. And normally what I've done is I go through all the responses, and then I write a report for Moby and Soph, and I say, hey guys, here's how the team's feeling. I was like, I'm not doing that this time. I chucked it into ChatGPT, and I said, I gave it a really good prompt. Read this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And then spit me out an executive summary. Tell me who the featured team member was, who's happiest, like key trends and findings. Like it helped me just analyze the data. Yeah. Took 30 seconds. I shared it with Mobes and Soph, and they loved it. Yeah. They loved it. They're like, this is awesome. It's succinct. We know what we need to know. The team generally feels good. They want more focus on scorecards. We're doing scorecards now. Yeah. So it's like, that's my operational side of the business, right? Yeah. So that's how I use it to help me do some operational stuff. I have a friend of mine that works in like shift management and rostering, and he spent hours a week going through this roster to figure out everyone's availabilities to do the roster, and then people clock on and clock off. Then he gets a spreadsheet, and he's like, I have to spend hours going through this spreadsheet figuring out who signed in early, who signed in late, and how I paid them accordingly. Damn. I'm like, ChatGPT can 1000% do this for you. So I said, just give me some spreadsheets. Let me just play with it. Yeah. I chucked them in. I prompted it. ChatGPT had a heart attack like several times because I think there was something wrong with the spreadsheets. Like there was definitely some errors in there.
Yeah.
Once we got the prompt right, Linda, this amount of data analysis work that took this friend of mine anywhere between 7 to 10 hours a week was cut down to like 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
20 minutes. Like he was getting ready to hire someone to do this.
Yeah.
And I just showed him the path. Right. I didn't read any of the spreadsheets.
That's awesome.
It made no sense to me.
Yeah.
But the fact that he was able to use it to reduce an incredible amount of work time has just put him on like a whole new path.
Wow. I love that. Like, thanks for sharing.
If there's one thing, if you're not using ChatGPT, but you do work in spreadsheets, I just challenge you to look at how that spreadsheet can be turned into something you do in ChatGPT.
Yeah.
The last one we want to talk about, and this is one close to us, right? Because we are adapting really quickly here. Become an AI trainer, expert, guru, specialist, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So prior to, I don't know, earlier this year, maybe mid-year, yes, we all used AI, but it wasn't until Luca picked up that rock earlier the year with the AI course or webinar, the AI webinar. Yeah. And then everyone, yourself including Moby, reading the books, doing the things, Alex Hormozy's $100 million offers and leads, we developed this AI course.
Yeah.
And all of you, Semi, Moby, Luca, you guys just like ran it home. And now we have this 8-week AI course that Luca drives with a lot of support from yourself and Moby, like from an operational strategic point of view. Like Luca is the face, but we all work together. We're a team. And now people are paying us to teach them about AI. The stuff we're sharing with you, people are paying us to show them how to do it.
You know what's so interesting? I just had this revelation. As we go through like all these points, I realized that Luca has ticked off all of these things.
He's doing it.
And now he's at a position where he's able to coach because he's tried AI and he's failed, and then he's tried again and he's failed again, and he's tried and then became successful, and he's just been on this really big journey, but he's never lost the creative side to him, and he's absolutely been like an AI scientist, if you will, and he's gone through all these steps, and now he's created, as he's the face of like this course that we're developing, he has created this additional revenue stream for the business.
Yep.
And that is a big testament to becoming indispensable
100%.
With AI.
There you go.
It's pretty crazy.
So just contact Luca because he did it all.
He's been on a big journey. Yeah, massive, he has a lot of teachings, and the feedback that we got from participants was really overwhelmingly positive, and it's all online. You can see it anywhere.
Yeah. We'll link to it in the show notes, the AI course that Luca runs. But if you want to really see becoming an indispensable marketer in the age of AI, then follow along Luca's journey as our content marketing manager, because he's nailed it for sure.
Yeah.
And you are his supervisor, manager, boss, whatever you want to call yourself. Luca does report directly to Linda.
I'm just his therapist.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's all he needs. Honestly, that's what we are as leaders sometimes. We're just therapists, right? We just got to show up for the team and listen to them and care for them very directly and love them. And that's all they need often. But yeah, Linda works very closely with Luca, and I know he's openly said that, he's very, very grateful for all the support you've given him. So it's a great team. We love each other very much, yes. Anything else you want to add to today's episode?
No, I feel like that was just short and sharp, which is what we like.
Ish. Like 26 minutes. Yeah, I'm sure ish is fun.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that, T. Yeah, I hope so, guys.
Awesome. All the best.
All right.
Bye for now.
See ya.